Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. And today we got Dr. Insanity video that says when bank robbers realize they've been caught. Most bank robbers should be caught anyways, because you're robbing a bank, you're breaking the law in a gigantic matter. So they all should be arrested. But we're gonna find out how stupid these ones are. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, comment your thing down below. Let's go!
Robberies have the potential to make criminals millions of dollars, but due to the risk, most don't dare try. So what does it look like when bank robbers get caught red-handed?
Hey, that's him. That's the one I saw running.
Oh yeah, that's the one that falls into the fucking garbage bin. I broke me in laughter when I first saw that.
Today we cover exclusive body cam footage of exactly that. On the 15th of November, a 16-year-old boy entered a bank in Lyndhurst, Ohio, claiming he had a bomb. The terrified bank staff handed over a large amount of cash to the teen before he ran back out of the bank and got into the passenger side of a stolen Jeep. Minutes later, an officer who was allegedly completely unaware of the robbery saw the Jeep run a red light a couple miles from the bank and gave pursuit. The cop called off the chase just 20 seconds in due to the Jeep's reckless driving, but this seemingly changed nothing, as the Jeep plowed right into another car on South Green Road. The driver fled on foot, but the 16-year-old was unable to leave the vehicle and was immediately taken to a hospital to be treated for his
No fucking way did the 16-year-old who robbed a bank be the one that couldn't get away and the one that had to go to the hospital and would then clearly be arrested because he robbed a fucking bank.
injuries. Now all that was left to find was the driver, who was presumed to be the ringleader, and they wouldn't have to look far.
Right here, right here, right here.
Hands! He's in here! Right there! Hands! Let me see him!
Get your hands up.
Hands out! Pull me your hands! Pull me your hands! Right now! Alright, you're gonna get bit! Don't let him bite! You're gonna get bit! Sit down on the ground! 43 on the one in custody. Hand that mail.
How the heck does the guy's body cam fall off? How did the body cam even fall off? I don't even know how that even happens.
Hey, that's him. That's the one I saw running. That's the one I saw running. Hi, it's Ronan Patterson. I'm the reason you got caught.
What type of TV show line is that? Hi, I'm Joe Peterson, and I'm the reason you got caught. What type of TV show bullshit is that?
Get up. Get up and shut your mouth. You have the right to remain silent.
With the help of a police canine unit, the man was found hiding in a dumpster close to the crash site, and the cops were easily able to identify him as the man who fled the vehicle.
Just stop talking for a second. Just don't say anything. But you're the guy I saw running.
You saw me?
Yeah, I saw you running too. And you're on my car camera.
Look, I got a question.
And you're on my car
You
camera.
know, I ride with y'all.
Right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
car?
This is the part that's okay. Hold on. You can't tell the guy to remain silent, then keep asking him questions. If your whole thing is, hey, you need to stop talking, you need to be quiet, stop asking him questions. I hate when cops do that. It annoys me so much. They'll be like, yeah, you're the one to remain silent, you should stay silent. But then they'll just go ask you questions that you'll get they'll be a no if you don't answer.
You know. I didn't know. I'll tell you what happened. What just happened to me?
Despite almost definitely being the guy they're looking for, the cop still tells the suspect to stay quiet so as not to incriminate himself any further. He reads him his Miranda rights and tells him he'll have a chance to talk later, most likely with an attorney present. But this next genius robber probably won't even have that chance, after being caught red-handed and sent straight to the can.
That is my favorite get caught moment ever. Falls in the trash can, he leans up, he falls right against the pole, so he's just hanging there, kind of stuck. He can't even fall out of the thing. I love this thing so much. This is my favorite get caught thing from a burglar in that ever. Oh my god.
That guy made it extremely easy for the cops, but the next robbers had absolutely no intention of helping them out whatsoever, initiating a massive police chase after stealing thousands of dollars from a nearby bank. A man noticed two people running into a bank in masks and hoodies, and immediately dialed 911 to report the activity. Unfortunately for the robbers though, the man was an off-duty officer and he was willing to get directly involved and help bring them down.
911, where is your emergency?
I think those guys are hitting the Dollar Bank right now. Yep.
Okay, you think there's a bank robbery occurring at 7500 Chippewa? Okay, bank robbery, 7500 Chippewa. Okay, got it.
Camry.
Okay, black Toyota Camry. Okay.
We're pulling on the Chippewa, going towards Brecksville Road.
Pulling onto Chippewa, going onto Brecksville Road.
Taking a
Okay.
left. He's going around traffic. He's going around traffic. He's gonna make a. He's going straight.
He's going around traffic. He's going straight to the highway. Just straight.
Camry, no plate.
No plate.
The off-duty officer gives a detailed description of the suspects and vehicle, and gives the dispatcher enough information for 2 patrol units to station themselves where they think the Camry is heading. And luckily enough, less than 2 minutes later, they spotted it.
Okay, they're all coming. Still approaching Walling. Okay, approaching Walling. Is he speeding up?
No plate. Westbound. 480 westbound. I'll be in pursuit. Going eastbound. Traffic heavy. We're going to be approaching the bridge. Speed 90. Traffic heavy. 58. You copy this? We're going to be approaching the bridge here in a second.
As soon as the patrol vehicles make visual contact, the dispatcher moves out of the way and lets the pursuing cops take over the communication. Their job is to give live updates on the vehicle's location and any possible safety hazards to them or the public. When traffic is heavy like this, the cops have to be extra careful and decide whether or not to even keep chasing in the first place. But these cops aren't giving up anytime soon.
80.
Yeah, there have been cases where they stop pursuing a vehicle because the fear for the safety of everyone is too high. So to protect everyone, they let the guys get away and then chase up again here. In this situation, might be a bit harder since they're on a highway, so if you give up, you might not find them again.
Traffic heavy on the bridge, trying to make it through cars here. He's in the speed lane. We're in the middle of the bridge, crossing over into Valley View. I don't know if he's going to be getting off at transportation or not. Getting off at transportation, speed 90, slowing. Coming up to the transportation.
A random civilian vehicle almost causes the robbers to spin out and crash, but they manage to regain control and head off the freeway. Their speed may have slowed, but now they're in a more residential area, which is just as dangerous, especially as they start to make risky and unsafe maneuvers.
Northbound transportation, speed 40. Right on them. Let me know.
Yeah, this is a danger to literally everyone. I mean, they're driving in an area doing really batshit insane turns. They're not taking, they don't care about anyone but themselves, just fucking trying to crash in every fucking vehicle. They will literally put a bunch of lives at risk without a second thought. That's how messed up people like this are.
Want me to do anything else? We'll pursue. We're getting back on the highway, going westbound. I copy, you can pursue. Copy, I'm on him. Speed 38, getting back westbound.
Back on the highway, the Camry is hitting over 100 miles an hour while weaving through heavy traffic, and it stays like this for another 4 minutes. The cops have set up a roadblock ahead in hopes that they can stop the robbers in their tracks, but somehow they left an off-ramp free for them to slip away on.
They're getting off at the fleet exit.
That was a dumb move. That was a dumb move by the police there.
Speed 50.
Should have been smarter
This
there.
once again forces the Camry into a residential area where it's free to make increasingly dangerous moves.
We're going to be coming up the East 55th and Broadway. They just struck a vehicle. They're still going. They struck a Dodge truck, Broadway and East 49. We're going to be going northbound Broadway. Coming up to Penn. Still northbound Broadway. I'm right on them. Shooting out 490 west, speed 60.
The robbers head back onto the highway for the last time before once again taking an off-ramp into a residential area. But it seems all this high-octane driving has gotten the better of them, and they end up making their worst decision yet.
Exiting Lorraine. Exiting onto Lorraine. They just hit a vehicle to bail. One male bailed. One male bailed. He hit my car. Charlie Garfield here. He's got to pursue on his own. My vehicle is dysfunctional at this point. They struck a vehicle West 85th and Lorraine. I'm out on foot.
Get him! Get him, officer! Get his ass! Get his ass! Get their ass!
We got one in custody. 89th and Lorraine. I think I broke my finger.
I think you. Yeah, they don't have sympathy for the fact you broke your finger.
You guys good? All good? Good job. Did you have that too? Fuck yeah.
In case you
That means you. Fuck yeah! Got both of them. Fuck yeah!
missed it, one of the robbers actually exited the vehicle thinking it was time to bail, but he suddenly had second thoughts and got back in, losing them distance from the cops. Then as they sped out across an intersection, a civilian vehicle rammed directly into the side of them, spinning both cars out and leaving the robbers to be easily detained. This next arrest was just as easy too, but it was what happened after that left the cops in shock.
1 second. Somebody take my glasses off my face. Take your glasses off. I got you. You need some air? I mean, I gotta be honest with you, man.
This man wearing a mask and sunglasses was spotted suspiciously passing a note to a bank teller in broad daylight. Somebody obviously thought this was sketchy and decided to call the cops, fearing he was trying to rob the bank. Now it's up to the man to explain his way out of this.
Some medical is sick and it works in my house. I prefer to be paid in cash. Every time I make a withdrawal to pay her, you know, because it's a large amount, she works a lot.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't write down on a note how much I want out, and then I don't want it ran through the money counter right there at the desk, the whole bank ends up looking at it. They just hear money going through the account, and I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe getting money out like that. So every time I go to withdraw it, you know, I put the amount, the account I want to take out of, and I put my own card in, and then
This is one hell of a way to try to convince this. So this guy's trying to claim that he's the reason he takes me to slip the nose because he doesn't want how much he has to get out to be said out loud. That way he doesn't have to do any. That way he's not put in danger. Okay.
And I usually take, you know, like always, just get the money from me, you know what I'm saying?
Due to the nature of this call, the cops decide to handcuff everybody that was with this man, including who he's claiming is his 5-month-old's nurse. Innocent or not, this guy is being extremely polite with the officers, and because of this, he's being treated the same way back. And they decide to take the handcuffs off him and everybody else. Now it's time for them to try and get to the bottom of this whole situation.
Okay, well that's just stupid. Why on earth would you take you're asking for trouble there. Listen, when they escape, because they will escape. When they escape, the police officers deserve this. Because even if they were very polite in that, I still wouldn't take the handcuffs off because you can't take the risk until you know what happened.
Because of the seriousness of the call, we don't just come out, and unfortunately in a situation like that, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. We detain and then we ask questions later. That's exactly what I went inside for. You can take them out, the other people are handcuffed. So that's why we come out with weapons, that's why you're detained, and then we ask questions later because of the nature of the call.
I gotta get all y'all names.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. If you got something to write on, do you have anything?
I'm not reaching into nothing, grabbing nothing. So y'all can give me something to put down on. Y'all can put it down.
All right, you can give you something. We'll get you something and give you everybody's names. Hey, y'all do me a favor and give it. Write down all our names and put it on that paper form. You don't have nothing to write on. Just put all of us.
To everyone's credit, they've all done an incredibly good job at preventing this from escalating. Each party is conscious of the other's perspective and is trying their best not to make them feel uncomfortable. But the cops still aren't exactly sure what it was that the man was trying to do.
Have you ever considered speaking to them before you make a transaction like that? Have you ever had something like this happen?
Have I ever been arrested?
No.
Wait. Listen to what he said.
Have you ever?
No, I am listening.
Okay. Have you ever considered speaking to them about what it is you're trying to do prior to doing?
So can I explain something to you? Yeah. I'm not talking out here, bro. Like, I'm not saying out loud how much money I'm taking.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about speaking to somebody like that. I'm saying, hey, can I speak to a manager in an office somewhere? Have you ever considered doing something like that?
Up to this point, every Bank of America I ever gone to, never happened.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
The situation is obviously very frustrating for the man. He's been approached by armed officers and detained while just
This is bizarre. I still say this guy's a bit sketchy. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's just me and my thing. I just find this whole situation somewhat sketchy here.
trying to do his daily business. Realistically, nobody here is at fault. It's just a huge misunderstanding. One that likely wouldn't have been made if the cops knew who the man was. They later found out it's Ryan Coogler, the director of the billion-dollar movie Black Panther. Someone who is definitely going to be withdrawing fairly large amounts.
Alright, never mind. I didn't know that's who it was. Never mind. This guy, okay, I got it. I got you. I got you, yeah, you be drawing out a lot of money. Yeah, you don't want to say that. Okay, never mind, I apologize. Listen, I apologize. I ain't getting involved with this. I need to shut my mouth. I was saying this man's sketchy. Man, not sketchy. My man's rich. That's the issue he had. It's too much money on him. So when he says it out loud, he ain't gonna do it.
Amounts from the bank. Apparently, this is something he frequently does. He walks into the bank, hands over a note explaining the amount he needs withdrawing and that he doesn't want to say it out loud for safety reasons, and gives them his bank card. But this time, someone thought that was suspicious and decided to call the cops, claiming they were witnessing a bank robbery. If Ryan hadn't been so calm and polite throughout this interaction, it's likely things could have gotten out of hand very quickly, just as they did in this robbery.
Okay, I want to apologize to Ryan Coogler. I didn't know what the situation was. I just thought he was a very good liar. Listen, there's some guys who are good at what they do. They're good liars when they're not trying to commit things. That wasn't the case. He's just a bad situation, it's all.
Case. This case was a little harder to explain away than Ryan's, though, as it started with two men storming the bank with handguns and ordering everybody on the floor. The men then took a large amount of cash and fled to a gas station where they jumped in a brown van and sped away. The officers saw the van heading west on the freeway and stopped the vehicle, but they clearly didn't have plans to stick around for long. The thing about vans, though, is that they're not well known for their prowess in high-speed chases, and in less than 30 seconds, one of the pursuing vehicles manages to get in front to box it in.
Yeah, if there's one thing you don't want when you're gonna be in a chase, it's a van. It ain't gonna get you far. Vans are gonna be the thing that slows your stinking ass down.
With one vehicle in front and one behind, they call in two other nearby units to help bring the van to a stop by fully boxing it in and slowly reducing their speed.
This is smart. This is really smart. These officers are very smart here. This is a smart way of doing this.
But the van somehow manages to break free and continues to head down the freeway tailed by 4 police cars. But the plan hasn't changed, and the cops attempt to set up the maneuver for a second time.
You gotta be careful, because this van probably has enough power that if it hit you or something, it could do some damage to the car. Van's got some power to it.
But unfortunately for the cops, vans are much heavier than the average patrol vehicle and are able to ram into the side of the cop cars and sustain minimal damage. But now their vehicles are damaged and the van has proved itself to be too much of a danger for a busy public road. There's only one thing left to do.
You ain't gonna try to pit. Oh my god! I didn't think an actual normal car would try the pit maneuver. I thought they'd have like an SUV or something like on the big vehicles. Bigger vehicles do the pit maneuver. That way it makes sure like it can take the hit. But now this glow car did and fucking spun this thing completely around. Oh my man, what are you doing? Man, you ain't gonna get far. Man, what are you doing?
The suspect vaults over to the other side of the interstate, but is taken down by a taser shortly after making
Of course he is. He ain't gonna get far. What is he
it
thinking?
across the road. Miraculously, nobody was hurt during the chase, and the suspects were both taken into custody.
What a bunch of dummies. What a bunch of actual dummies. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.